I would meet my son's killers in jail. Stephen Lawrence's father reveals he wants to build bridges. The father of Stephen Lawrence has said he no longer thinks about his son's remaining killers being brought to justice. He instead focuses on trying to stop further bloodshed on the nation's streets. In an interview to mark the first Stephen Lawrence Day today, Neville Lawrence said he sometimes cannot even remember his son's killers' names. But he said, the day to commemorate the aspiring architect's life was announced by Prime Minister last year. Mr. Lawrence, with the level of violence on our streets at the moment, I hope Stephen's Day will be used to talk about peace as well as to remember Stephen's life. I don't think about Stephen, 18, was murdered on April 22, 1993 by a gang of racists in southeast London as he waited for a bus. The male accused, Mr. Lawrence, said he would meet his son's killers in prison if they wanted to speak to him, but he added, I don't think they will ever approach me. I don't think they. Stephen Lawrence Day aims to inspire young people to play an active role in their communities and drive social change. In a video message, 6-foot pipe bomb is found at Sri Lanka's main airport hours after series of blasts killed at least. British aid worker, 29, is among 2 people shot dead as armed kidnap gang storm party at a holiday. British backpacker, 29, is arrested, thrown in a hellish Thai jail for 12 days and has his pictured British lawyer mother and her son killed in Easter Sunday Sri Lanka bomb attacks that left. The buffet bomber terrorist waited in line for breakfast at 5-star hotel and then blew himself. Former England footballer Darren Bent is arrested over 6 a.m. bust up with his estranged wife after. Ewan McGregor's daughters Clara, 23, and Esther, 17, reveal they are bisexual as they blast. Motorbike rider and passenger brandishing a huge knife snatch a £10,000 Rolex after cornering their ISIS jihadi bride who slipped back to the West is exposed by photos on her lost mobile phone of a. Jeremy Corbyn sparks anger after video emerges of him mocking SAS troopers and branding British. Sri Lankan police arrest 7 terror suspects after being warned of Easter attack by Muslim. Harry Potter star Sir Michael Gambon, 78, withdraws from Sky One comedy Breeders after struggling. U.S. forensic expert asks to re-examine DNA in hunt for Madeleine McCann and claims he could find. Disgraced Rolf Harris hires private detectives to dig up dirt on his sex abuse victims in a bid to. Harry and Meghan are likely to spend 6 months fulfilling the prince's dream of a secondment to. Father, 34, collapses and dies from complications with tonsillitis just days after returning from.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,